Listen, I need you to forget everything you thought you knew about family cars. Because what I'm about to show you isn't just changing the game. It's flipping the entire board over. 5 sedans from China that have luxury brands scrambling, engineers staying up late taking notes, and every traditional automaker asking the same question. How did we miss this? We're not talking about cheap knockoffs or budget alternatives anymore. These are vehicles that redefine what premium means. The kind of technology that makes you wonder if you've accidentally time-traveled 5 years into the future. And here's the wild part. They cost a fraction of what you'd expect. So whether you're loyal to German engineering or swear by American innovation, what you're about to discover might just shake that loyalty to its core. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll understand exactly why the automotive world is holding its breath right now. Let's dive into number 5. And trust me, it only gets more insane from here. Coming in at number 5, we've got a vehicle that treats every drive like you're being chauffeured to something important. This is a sedan that doesn't just transport you. It cocoons you. Picture this. You slide into a cabin that feels less like a car and more like a private jet that happens to have wheels. The exterior screams sophistication without shouting. Clean lines stretch from nose to tail, and those LED strips across the front, they look like someone drew a single stroke of light across the darkness. Narrow, focused, intentional. But forget about looks for a second. Because what this thing does to the road is borderline ridiculous. Underneath, there's a suspension system so advanced, it literally thinks ahead. Hydraulic magic that reads every pothole, every bump, every imperfection before you even reach it. And then, it compensates. Your coffee stays still. Your passengers think they're floating. It's the kind of smooth that makes you forget you're even moving. Now let's talk power. Dual motors cranking out over 600 horsepower. Yeah, you heard that right? 600. In a family sedan, 0 to 100 in under 4 seconds. That's supercar acceleration with room for car seats in the back. It's absurd. It's brilliant. It's exactly what nobody asked for, but everyone secretly wants. Step inside, and you're immediately greeted by something that feels alive. Ambient lighting that shifts with your mood, a panoramic roof that makes every trip feel like an escape, and this little AI assistant that actually turns to face you when you speak. Not a gimmick, a companion. There's a massive touchscreen that responds faster than your smartphone, seats in the back that recline, massage, and heat independently, and if you're feeling fancy, you can spec it with a mini fridge. Because why not enjoy a cold drink while your car does the heavy lifting? Here's where it gets really interesting. Battery technology that lets you swap instead of charge. Imagine pulling into a station, popping out your depleted battery, sliding in a fresh one, and rolling out in under 5 minutes. No waiting. No planning your day around charging stations. Just in, swap out, done. And the price? Around $75,000. Sounds steep until you realize what you're comparing it to. German luxury sedans with less tech, shorter range, and price tags that climb north of $100,000. Suddenly that number looks like a bargain. Experts are already whispering that once this hits global markets, it'll undercut everything in its class while delivering more comfort, more innovation, and more futuristic vibes than anything currently on the road. So let me ask you this. Could you see yourself behind the wheel of something this advanced? Or does it feel too futuristic, too far ahead of what we're used to? Think about it. Because what's coming next at number 4 is a vehicle that's already making waves across Europe and causing serious panic among electric car enthusiasts who thought they'd seen it all. All right, number 4 is where things shift from impressive to straight-up competitive. This sedan has been sneaking into European markets and turning heads like it's got a magnetic force field around it. From the moment you lay eyes on it, you get it. Low, wide, sculpted like the wind itself designed every curve. That front end, frameless and glowing with a light bar that stretches horizon to horizon. The roofline tapers back in a way that blurs the line between sport and sophistication. It's the kind of design that makes you slow down and stare, even if you've got no idea what badge it wears. But beauty without brains is just decoration. This thing backs up its looks with serious engineering. 430 horses packed into dual motors that launch you from standstill to highway speed in just over 4 seconds. But it's not about showing off. It's about balance. The chassis feels planted, the steering precise, and the ride quality smooth enough that your family won't complain even on longer trips. Range? up to 700 kilometers on a single charge. That means fewer stops, more spontaneous road trips, and less anxiety about finding the next plug. Now here's where it separates itself. The software. This sedan runs a semi-autonomous driving system powered by sensors and cameras that most Western brands are still trying to perfect. It can overtake safely, change lanes confidently, and handle stop-and-go city traffic without breaking a sweat. Reviewers who've tested it call it the most advanced driver assistance outside of what the big American EV brand offers. High praise. Deserved praise. Inside, the vibe is minimalist but warm. Premium leather wraps the seats, a huge horizontal screen dominates the dash, and the vents? Hidden, clean, futuristic. The interface feels as responsive as your tablet. Running an operating system that lets you stream entertainment, check multiple camera angles, even order food without leaving your seat. And at night, ambient lighting pulses along the doors in sync with your music. It's tech wrapped in elegance, comfort with a pulse. Here's the knockout punch. In its home market, this car starts at $33,000. Let that sink in. 33 grand for performance that rivals vehicles costing twice as much, tech that's cutting edge, and build quality that's genuinely premium. It's already entered Norway and the Netherlands, with rumors swirling about expansion into other major markets next year. If this thing lands stateside at under $40,000, the competition is in serious trouble. So I've got to ask, if you could get the performance, the luxury, and the smart driving features at half the price of what you're used to paying, would you make the jump? Would brand loyalty hold you back, or would value win? Drop your answer in the comments, because number 3 is about to blow your mind. This one looks like it was beamed down from another decade entirely. Number 3. This is where family sedans officially stop playing it safe. One glance, and you'll understand why people are calling this thing a game changer. The front end is pure theater. A light strip that spans the entire width and literally animates when you unlock the doors. Daytime running lights that flicker like robotic eyes. A completely smooth face with zero grille because, well, it doesn't need one. The proportions hit that perfect sweet spot. Long, low, wide. Flush door handles and a floating roof design make it look like it's hovering even when it's sitting still. Under the skin, this thing is loaded with power. The dual motor setup delivers over 600 horsepower, rocketing you from 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds flat. But the real story isn't just speed, it's efficiency. This sedan uses one of the most advanced battery systems available, squeezing out 870 kilometers of range on a full charge. That's more than most luxury EVs anywhere in the world. And the charging speed? 10 to 80% in 15 minutes. 15. That's barely enough time to stretch your legs and grab a snack. Step through those frameless doors and you're transported into what they call intelligent minimalism. It's a phrase that actually makes sense here. The centerpiece is a massive screen, over 15 inches of crisp OLED display that responds smoother than your phone ever has. Behind the wheel, a digital cluster and head-up display project navigation directly onto the windshield, so you never have to look away from the road. Materials, top tier. Alcantara accents, real metal trim, soft vegan leather that feels expensive because it is. Even passengers in the back get heated, cooled, and massaged seats. You can lounge while the car handles semi-autonomous driving using 31 sensors and advanced AI that processes everything happening around you in real time. Now brace yourself for the price. This level of luxury, this amount of technology, this kind of performance starts at $42,000. In some markets, it's already being prepped for launch next year, with plans to expand into even more regions shortly after. Traditional automakers should be watching this closely, because when your family car outruns a performance sedan and feels like a spaceship inside, everything changes. But hold on. Don't scroll away yet. Number 2 is where luxury meets something completely unexpected, a tech giant's brain inside a vehicle. All right. Number 2 takes everything up a notch by doing something nobody saw coming. A collaboration between a traditional automaker and a company famous for smartphones and technology. The result? One of the most intelligent vehicles on the planet. From the outside, it's elegant with an edge. The front grille glows with a soft, futuristic pattern. The headlights use laser precision, and the sculpted body lines give it the stance of something ready to leap forward. Sleek yet muscular. Refined but aggressive. Underneath, 600 horses push this sedan from 0 to 100 in just over 3 seconds. Impressive, sure, but that's not the headline. The real story is what's powering the intelligence. An AI system built using the same architecture found in high-end computing chips. It processes road data faster than almost anything else currently available. It recognizes pedestrians before you do, adjusts the suspension in real time based on road conditions, and predicts driver behavior to maximize safety. It's like having a supercomputer riding shotgun, quietly protecting everyone inside. Inside, the cabin is digital zen, futuristic but calming. A 15-inch floating screen runs a proprietary operating system that syncs seamlessly with your other devices. Phone, watch, even your smart home. The voice assistant doesn't just obey commands. It anticipates your needs. Feeling tired? It adjusts your seat and dims the lights automatically. Too warm? Temperature drops before you even reach for the controls. Every surface glows softly with customizable ambient lighting, and the seats feel sculpted for royalty. Ventilated, massaging, memory foam comfort. Rear passengers get their own screens, individual climate zones, and recline functions that make long drives feel like spa days. Here's what makes this truly wild. All this futuristic tech, all this luxury, all this intelligence, starting price around $55,000. Compare that to traditional luxury sedans that cost double or even triple, and suddenly, you're not just getting value, you're getting a steal. Reports suggest this sedan is targeting expansion into European and Middle Eastern markets soon, and if that happens, the old guard is going to feel the pressure. So let me ask you, is this still just a family car, or are we watching the birth of something entirely new? Keep that question in mind, because number 1 doesn't just aim to impress, it aims to completely redefine what a family sedan can be. And here we are. Number 1, the car that has legacy automakers genuinely concerned. This isn't just a vehicle, it's a statement. Another collaboration with that same tech giant, representing the absolute peak of innovation coming out of the East right now. The second you see it, you know this isn't playing by anyone else's rules. The design is nothing short of breathtaking, smooth, sculpted, dripping with elegance. The front is all motion and light. LED elements sweep across like waves rolling in, and the curved roofline flows seamlessly into a fastback rear that looks like it escaped from a concept car reveal. No traditional mirrors, no visible door handles, no clutter, just pure, unapologetic design perfection. Here's where it gets weird and wonderful. There's no rear window. Instead, high-definition cameras feed a massive interior display, giving you a crystal-clear view of what's behind you. It sounds strange at first, but once you experience it, the old way feels outdated. Underneath, it's built on advanced architecture with cutting-edge battery technology delivering 700 kilometers of range and ultra-fast charging that takes you from 20 to 80% in just 10 minutes. 10 performance numbers, 578 horsepower, 0 to 100 in under 4 seconds. But the real magic is how it drives. Silky smooth, whisper quiet, balanced like a luxury yacht gliding across glass. Step inside and prepare to have your expectations shattered. The interior feels like a lounge designed for the future. The dashboard stretches the entire width of the car, featuring an ultra-wide screen that merges driver display, infotainment, and AI assistance into one seamless experience. The seats look like they're floating, finished in sustainable materials that feel softer than anything you've touched before. The rear? Massive legroom, reclining seats, and a 27-speaker sound system that turns every drive into a concert. The car even adjusts lighting, scent, and seat posture automatically based on your mood, detected through built-in biometric sensors. It doesn't just transport you, it reads you. And the price? $53,000. For something that feels more advanced than vehicles costing twice that amount. It's already launched in select European markets with deliveries happening right now. Early reviews are calling it the most technologically complete sedan ever built. Let that sink in. A family car being compared to ultra-premium performance sedans from legendary brands, but at half the cost. If that's not a wake-up call, nothing is. So here's my final question for you. Could you actually see yourself driving one of these? Or are you still clinging to badge loyalty and heritage? Because make no mistake, the automotive landscape is shifting faster than most people realize. These vehicles aren't just catching up to the competition, they're leaving it behind. Drop your honest thoughts in the comments. Which one caught your attention most? Which features surprised you? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed because we've got another deep dive coming next week that you absolutely cannot miss. Trust me on this one. See you in the next one.